Raj, all you beautiful motherfuckers. No, I can't do it. I can't do it as good as Jesse can do it. Um, but I am, I guess, substituting for our friend Jessie J. Um, he is, pardon me, he is on vacation today. He's heading to another part of Georgia somewhere. I don't know where. Um, to do vacation things. So I figured, why not jump in and take the 4 to 6 spot, one time and just come in here and shoot the shit with you guys. I see already was in the chat was Caleb the spelling bee man. Let's see, he's not going to be here for a little while. Okay, he just came in and say he's not going to be here until 5:30. That's cool. And Bama Buddy's in here, or he was. He might still be in here. Good to see you. And Pizza Woman, how you doing, my dear? Good to see you. Let's see. I'm sure we'll get a few more people in here. Blue Shirt Berta is here. Blue Shirt, how you doing, my friend? One of the watch guys. You'll probably get overwhelmed by the college football crazies, but good to see you. Yeah, indeed. Go Bruins, go! I mean, look at my Boston Bruins. Got to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, even with a shit goaltender like Tuukka Rask. So, oops, drop my lid. Ugh. Drop my lid. So look at Blue Shirt. I mean, look at my Bruins going up against the New York Islanders in the second round. I think that series starts tomorrow. I think, and the Lightning advanced. I mean, I am in the Tampa Bay Lightning area, so the Lightning have moved on. That's good. And something that makes me very happy is the Pittsburgh Penguins with Cindy Crybaby are out. They've been knocked out, and that makes me happy. The only thing that would make me happier is if, and unfortunately, the Toronto Maple Loafs didn't get the job done last night, but if they could be so kind as to knock out the arrogant, the much hated Montreal Canadiens jerks, that would be very nice too. But my Boston Bruins are in the second round of the playoffs. They're going to play the Islanders. They do have home ice advantage, I believe, in this round. So look at you, Boston. You weren't supposed to do very much this year. Look at you. You knocked out the Caps. Sent your former team captain back home, probably going to retire. Although I do hope that at the end of the season, Cam Neely will see good in his heart to sign Zdeno Chara to a one-day Boston Bruins contract, and then Chara can hold a news conference and announce his retirement as a Boston Bruin. So that's what a lot of Boston Bruin fans hope that Cam Neely and the rest of the Boston Brain Trust will do, is sign Chara to a one-day contract and let him retire as he richly deserves to be retired as a Bruin, and of course retire his number as well, because that's just the right thing to do. I mean, it's obvious. Let's see. Mike Vick popped in. Good to see you, sir. Georgia Forever. Good to see you. And Nate the Great is here. Good to see you. Let's see. So, got a good chunk of the game. Don't worry, I'll drop the link fairly soon to the StreamYard so that we can get folks in here. So I don't know what does Jesse normally do on these I have popped a cold one. Fortunately for me, it's water because diabetics don't really process alcohol very well. So the cold one is my brand of choice, Callaway Blue, unsponsored, of course. It isn't the cheapest bottled water out there, but it tastes really good. And I have a lot of it because let's see, on look at my calendar real quick. Tuesday, June 1st starts hurricane season 2021 here in Florida. And of course, you got to be prepared. Which reminds me, sometime during this weekend, I need to take my generator out of the garage and power it up and make sure it runs properly. You gotta prepare now. If anyone around lives in the Southeast, the Carolinas, Georgia coast, Florida, the Gulf Coast, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, you got to prepare now. You cannot be laying back and saying, "Oh, I'll take care of it when the storm is coming." No, by then it's too late. You got to prepare now. Get your batteries, get your generator running right, get your window covering supplies, get your food. You should be prepared for 2 weeks minimum of food and water. Get your weapons ready if you've got them and you choose to go in that direction. I mean, I did a lot of food prep, over time with companies like Food Insurance and Patriot Supply. I mean, I'm not one of these crazy preppers who thinks the world's coming to an end. However, I live in a hurricane zone. I live on the Florida coast, not right on the coast. I don't have that kind of money, but I live near the water. You have to be prepared. You need to be prepared because the government isn't going to help you. You need to have plenty of food, plenty of water, ammo, tarps, lights, batteries, the things you need to make the survival mode of a post-hurricane, or, hell, if you live up in the north and it's a storm, you should be prepared for these things. The government isn't going to help you, especially this government that hates red states like Florida and most of the Southeast except for Georgia. Georgia's gone blue, so they'll help Georgia now. I mean, they'll pour billions into Georgia now that they've elected 2 socialists as senators. So Georgia doesn't have to worry. They're a blue state now. Anyway, that soapbox. Let's see. Yes, Callaway Blue, the official water of Celine Driver. Yes, that's true. There you go. There's your thumbnail. It's good water, it really is. Anyway, let's see. Housekeeping. Let's see. Hang on just a minute. Gonna grab this real quick. Of course, I always ask everybody, please click the thumbs up button. Let's try and keep the thumbs ups ahead of the thumbs downs on this video, because the trolls will be here any minute now. They haven't shown up yet, but they will be here soon, and they're gonna hammer me. Of course, super chat function is available. It's at the bottom of the chat window, and if you want to take the extra step and use PayPal instead, there's a PayPal link. Maybe one of the mods every once in a while can copy and paste that into the chat window for me. Don't go overboard. Of course, I'm just here to have some fun for a couple hours and enjoy enjoy my friends. Also, How you doing, Haas? Good to see you in here. Um, we're not going to do any more video clips, um, like we did on the Wednesday stream. The video clips of the Florida Alabama SEC championship game. I didn't get a copyright strike. They didn't strike the channel. I didn't get a penalty or anything. However, somebody made a copyright claim on that video, and I had to use the YouTube tools to take those little segments. Luckily, they were fairly short. We had to process those out of the video because the owner of the copyright was going to take all my ad revenue from me on that video. Not that it would have amounted to much, maybe 20 cents, I don't know, but I just didn't need one of those glaring red ineligibles on my record. So we're not going to do any more of those video clips. I just don't want to do that on this channel. I got enough problems trying to keep the trolls away, and I just don't need copyright strikes or potential strikes against me. Let's see. So what's going on? It's a Friday afternoon, almost evening, right before a holiday weekend. I guess a lot of people are probably going to be traveling. I don't know. But what's going on out there? What are your plans for Memorial Day weekend? I have my car club, my local car club, is going to do a road trip tomorrow. That should be good fun. We're going to take a road trip. We're combining with another Mustang club in the area, and we're going to road trip up to a restaurant and invade it. Sunday and Monday, I don't have any plans. Probably not going to go anywhere, do very much. But what are some of you guys doing? TikTok Chess Campbell. Okay, that's a new one. Well, happy hour to you, sir, or ma'am. I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to let that go. My balls are in this purse. I don't know what that means, but well, I know what it means, but I don't know where you're going with that. But okay, your balls are in a purse somewhere. Congratulations. Good for you. Kind of a strange way to introduce yourself. Michael Hargis is here. Good afternoon to you too. Zelos wishes to you as well. One of my watch guys. He happens to know that Zelos is my favorite watch brand. Yeah, I used to say Zelos was my favorite micro brand, but you know what? Forget that. It's my favorite watch. It is. I'm waiting for one right now, but it looks like it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday before I see it, which really didn't start my weekend out really well. It could have been here today, but FedEx has decided to drag its feet once again, and what can you do? Bacon Ninjet's here. Good to see you. I didn't see you walk in. I'm sorry. Oh, you just got here. Okay. Getting your new citizen tomorrow. That's good. That's good. No, I didn't see the morning show, Chess Campbell. I didn't see it, so I don't know what's happened on it. I was otherwise occupied, so I couldn't watch it. I understand that we're doing Tinder for Ballard now. That's interesting because that must be interesting to a lot of people because as far as I know, Ballard is what, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. He lives with his parents or his grandparents, depending on where he is. And he's a Christian, as far as I know. And Tinder is a hookup site. So I don't know how that's going to go. Really, that seems to me something that isn't really going to work out really well. It's going to work out rather badly, I think. Kim Sing Ray is here. You're welcome. Um, yeah, I believe Kim is the. If I'm right, Kim, you are the owner of Conquer watches, aren't you? Those are really nice watches. I reviewed one of his automatic versions and the quartz version. They're going to be releasing on Kickstarter pretty soon for the watch folks in here. Really nice watches. I really liked the bezels on them. That the coin edge bezels, but with the twist on them. I really liked that feature. It really was a very pretty. Uh, you see coin edge bezels a lot, but not that. What is the word I'm looking at? Turbine. The turbine look to it. Really very nice. If any of you guys are watch folks in here and you didn't see my review of it, I go when you can go back to my on my channel. Take a look at the review I did of the Conquer automatic version and the Conquer quartz version. Very nice looking watches. Really great price. Bacon and Jet, I know you're somewhat interested in watches. That might be a watch you might want to look at for a future purchase. Chess Campbell says I can't help Ballard with Tinder because Allison said I couldn't. Okay, that's fine. I think Chess Hall would probably have something to say about that, but okay. But what are you going to tell us? What are you going to tell me? What happened at the end of the morning show this morning? Or are you just going to drop that question on there with no answer to it? Let's see. Kim Sing Rai said I had to get that engineered 4 different times to make sure it was different from Oris. Yeah, I can imagine Oris probably wouldn't let you let you live in peace if you had its design that looked too similar to theirs. Nate the Great says he's on a summer break. Mike Hargis says I was narcoleptic. Okay, is narcoleptic through much of high school. That's great. Chess Campbell says Nate the Great needs to get on Tinder. Nobody should get on Tinder. Tinder is just garbage. I mean, well, all right, take that comment with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm an old guy, and I'm not looking for. If I was looking for that, I'm not looking for hookups at this point. I guess you could say if I was going to go back into that dating pool again, which I'm not looking forward to, and one of the reasons I don't bother, I would probably be looking for the long term stuff. But that's just me. Mike Vick says TikTok Chess Hall is not allowed to help Ballard on Tinder. Okay, that makes sense. Kevin the Dog Fan is here, the great DVD Blu-ray collector. Man, if anyone is into DVDs and Blu-rays, you should check out K-Dog's channel, man. That his collection is off the hook. I mean, crazy. And Kevin, can you tell me, did I make your wife very so angry she'll never come back on my channel? I want her to come back so I can apologize to her. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to block her. I meant to make her a mod, but I clicked the wrong because the menu jumped, or the window jumped, and I clicked the wrong thing on the menu, and I accidentally timed her out. And I know she's mad at me for that, but I wanted to make it up to her. But obviously, she has to come on here before I can make it up to her. So, but I just I don't understand. I mean, I understand Tinder, but I, surely that can't be working out for Ballard. I mean, that's just that cannot be Ballard's speed, can it? I mean, did he go into that willingly? Does somebody know? I mean, is it just something that Lou decided I'm gonna do a profile on Tinder for Ballard whether he wants to or not? Oh, so Pete pissed her off too, so she won't go back on Pete. Well, Kevin, you got to tell her that it was a mistake. I don't want Miss Cook to be angry at me because I have a feeling that next time Miss Cook sees me, she'll hurt me. And I just don't need that in my life right now. So you got to get her on here so I can apologize. So, all right. Anyway, so, okay. Is anyone going to tell me about Ballard and Tinder or, or anything like that, or I just got to live in ignorance? Hufford Billy Paw says, Raj, how you doing, sir? It's funny. I'm looking at my watch here. About 20 minutes ago, Hufford Billy put a message on one of my videos saying he was sorry he missed the video, and I replied back to him. I said, there'll be plenty more chances, and then here's your chance, and he's here, so that's pretty good. Bacon Ninjet says, I'm semi-dating right now in the South. There's not too many women dating women. There is in Florida. I can tell you that for a fact. I know that for a fact. But, a lot of Southerners don't consider Florida to be part of the South for whatever reason. But, okay. Okay, Kevin says his wife is working and hasn't gotten back home yet. But I don't know. Well, maybe that's a good question. Bacon, what do you do? I mean, do you use dating services? I mean, do you use any of the online stuff, or you just kind of go out there and wing it? People want to know. I've tried the online dating crap. I haven't tried Tinder, but I've tried the other stuff, and that just does not work for me. Chess Campbell says Uncle Lou can't fool with it good enough and wanted someone to take over, and Chess said he would do it, but Allison won't let him. Ballard would like to have control of the account himself. I think Ballard wants control of the account so he can delete it. But I just can't see Ballard liking the idea of being on Tinder. But maybe he's down for the struggle. I don't know. Bacon and Jets says she wings it. No dating sites. I've tried a bunch of them. I've tried eHarmony. I tried Match. I've tried Our Time, which is a 50-plus site. Yes, I'm over 50. Well, sue me. I've tried JDate. No, I have not tried Christian Mingle. And no, I have not tried Tinder. And no, I have not tried Plenty of Fish. My ex-wife is on Plenty of Fish, or she was. So that'll tell you one of the reasons why I didn't go on Plenty of Fish. The problem I have with these online dating services is they are just so convoluted. Well, not convoluted. That's not the right word. They make it difficult, especially eHarmony. eHarmony just makes it very difficult to actually finally meet the person. They put you through too many damn hoops. But all these damn things is I mean, you just email these people. You don't even email. You message them through the site or the app on your phone, and it's just constant messaging back and forth, and it's like you just, can we just fucking meet already? Can we just get together and meet face to face over a coffee, or in my case, tea, because I like tea. I don't like coffee, and it's just it's just endless bullshit, and it never works out. And half the time, more than half the time, really, these people put up pictures that are not accurate, and they put up crap in their profiles that aren't accurate, and they lie to you basically, and you get tired of being lied to, quite honestly. Huffer Billy wants to know if Pizza Woman is stalking him. Pizza Woman says no. Okay, so K-Dog says Yahoo chat is how I got to talking with my wife. She was still in Philadelphia at the time, and 12 hours difference in time. I had to get up at 4 a.m. to talk to her at 4 p.m. Where were you? I mean, she's in Philadelphia, 12 hours time difference. That means you were in like Singapore or the Philippines or Australia or something. The only reason I know that Singapore is 12 hours behind Eastern time, which is where I am, is because I deal with a bunch of watch companies that are all based out of Singapore or Hong Kong or Taiwan, and I have to keep constantly reminding myself, because right now, for example, if I want to talk to my friend Elshin, who runs my favorite watch company, Zelos, and right now it's 4:30 p.m. my time. It's 4:30 a.m. on Saturday, his time. He's 12 hours ahead of me. So, but okay, so you were in the Philippines. Okay. I thought they meant Philadelphia. You know what? That's my bad, Kevin. I looked at the now. We're getting closer. I saw PHIL and my mind said Philadelphia. So okay, you were in the Philippines. What the hell were you doing in the Philippines? Oh, she was in the Philippines. Jesus. No wonder I screwed up on the SATs. Okay, reading for comprehension. Yahoo chat is how I got to talking with my wife. She was still in the Philippines at the time, and you were in the, okay. So K-Dog was in the United States. His wife was in the Philippines. Okay. So, yeah. She's Filipino. Well, that would explain why she's in the Philippines, wouldn't it? You know, if I had actually met the woman, I would probably know that, so that she was Filipino. I've never actually met Miss K-Dog, Miss Cook, as she's known here. So, yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to start reading for content from now on. So, okay. Vodka Drinker says here, and he says, I have returned. Well, yes, you have. Let's see. Get some better reading glasses, says Haas. You know what? Well, they could use a little cleaning. Hang on. Got my cleaning cloth. Of course, maybe if I increase the size of the text on there, I'd probably be able to see it better. Yeah. Oh, much better. Well, yeah, maybe. Anyway. I don't know. Can I make this bigger? Hang on. View. Zoom. Oops. Yeah. All right. Made that a little bigger. Hey, I'm old. My eyes don't work like they used to. 10 years ago, I didn't need glasses at all. Except to read from like really small print. So now I wear them all the time. Lost Aggie's here. They somewhere. There he is. Yep, see him. Good afternoon to you too, sir. Let's see. Paste that. Just pasting that link in here one more time. So nobody has mentioned what they're doing this weekend. Come on, this is the long weekend. This is the official beginning of summer. This is the official beginning of barbecue season and all that. Is anyone planning on Monday to go out to a memorial cemetery? We have one here in Sarasota. We have a national war memorial cemetery. It's actually about 5 miles east of where I live. I'm planning on going out there with my car club. We're going to make sure that that we have flags planted on the graves and such. I think it's important to do this. I mean, we have 3 holidays set up for our wonderful men and women in service. We have Armed Forces Day for those who are currently serving. We have Veterans Day for the people who served and are still with us. And we have Memorial Day for those who served and made the ultimate sacrifice. And I think that these 3 holidays are very, very, very important. I unfortunately did not serve. I was not medically fit to serve. By the time I was ready to try and join up after college, which I actually considered because at the time the economy wasn't very good, I thought I could put my training to use to serve the country. But unfortunately, by that time, I had some medical conditions that wouldn't allow it. So I do have veterans in my family. My father served. Both my grandfathers served in World War II. They're no longer with us right now. I have a few cousins who served. I have many classmates from high school and from college who served and are at this point retired. I think it's very important, especially in this particular time period where we are going through some really, in my opinion, bad things in this country. And the people who are serving now are serving under an administration that, quite frankly, is hostile to national service, whether that be in the military and with first responders, what have you. And I think it's important that American citizens, the ones that are left that still love the country, show the love and respect to the first responders, to our currently serving military, to our veterans, and to the people that made the sacrifice, that gave their last measure so that hopefully this country remains free. Although, in my opinion, right now we're less free than we've ever been, but hopefully someday we will be more free again. And I think this holiday is important. It's not just a day off from work. It's not just a time to barbecue and go swimming or whatever. It's important that we take time to recognize the people that this holiday was created for. So I hope you all will do that in your own ways this weekend. Let's see. Pizza Woman says she's not really doing anything for Memorial Day weekend. Chess Campbell says, I don't know what that's about. Nate the Great's going fishing. Bacon and Jet says she's going to do the same thing she always does. Nothing but stay with my family, girlfriend included. Hey, good on you. This is a time to be with family, Bacon. So I understand. Vodka Drinker says, ever wonder how many soldiers' lives would have been saved over the years if we had turned MacArthur loose on Asia? As someone who is very interested in history, yeah, I do. Probably we should have, and probably should have turned Patton loose on the Russians at the end of World War II, like he wanted to, but we'll never know. Let's see. Mike Vick wants to know if this is the real chess. I'm going to agree with Haas and say no, it's not. But as long as he behaves himself, I'll let him hang around. True of everybody, really. Lost Aggie said, did I hear you say Wednesday that you like sci-fi series Babylon 5? Yes, you did. Next to DS9, Star Trek, my favorite series. I like DS9 as well. I like the fact that there was a captain, a main character that wasn't a wimp like Picard, but there was still a lot of wimps around him. I mean, a little bit too much of that still in DS9. Voyager wasn't bad. Again, too much explorer, not enough backbone. But Babylon 5 to me was the best of all the sci-fi TV programs out there. B5 was the best, in my opinion. Best writing, fantastic acting. For 90s special effects, they still hold up very well today. I really enjoyed that program, and I think I'm going to start watching it again. Chess Campbell said Mike Vick, Uncle Lou wanted this troll account, so he got it. So I guess Chess Campbell is Uncle Lou. So all right, maybe. Mike Vick says Allison just doesn't want Chess to be on Tinder. I wouldn't want my partner to be on Tinder either. I can agree with that. Carl Simp is here. I didn't see Carl Simp come in. Vic Lou wants him to run Ballard's account. He's not getting on there under his account. Okay. Well, Uncle Lou's here, so I guess Chess Campbell is not Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou says, I like substitute teachers because you can do whatever the fuck you want, and they never do anything about it. I see what you're saying, Lou, but yeah, okay. Chess Campbell says Chess would still be on Tinder if he would have ratted himself out in the morning show. Okay. Vodka Drinker says I always wanted to be a teacher. My older daughter is going to be a teacher very soon. I'm very proud of her. Lost Aggie says, if it quits raining here in Pennsylvania, we will go honor my fiance's brother who was lost in Vietnam at 19. When I lived in Pensacola, I went to the Wall South. That's a good idea. Sea Dog is here, and he says he has a funny story about substitute teachers. Well, lay it on us, Sea Dog. Go ahead. Let's see. Bacon and Jet said my grandfather, the one I went fishing with, died when I was young. He was a veteran. Mm-hmm. Chess Campbell says I carry the purse. She wears the pants. Okay. Vodka Drinker says, I like the original Battlestar Galactica. So did I. I wish it had lasted more than one season, but what can you do? Uncle Lou says, favorite science fiction movie of all time is Ten Commandments. Oh, shut up, Lou. Jesus. Carl Simp is a great account too, makes funny comments. Okay. Los Aggie says vodka drinkers should become a teacher. There is a shortage of those who want to teach, especially in public schools. Yeah, that's true, Lost Aggie. Where I live has a chronic shortage of teachers that hopefully my daughter will find a job. um, Mike Vick says that's not sci-fi. You're right, Mike Vick, but Lou being Lou, he's got to stir the pot, so he's going to call Ten Commandments science fiction, but that's okay. He is entitled to his beliefs. Let's see. Leroy Jenkins is here. Look, it's Becky with the good hair. I don't know what you're talking about, Leroy. I assume you're talking about me, but all right. Maybe you're not. Ballard's Big Indian Jet says Ballard's future girlfriend will wear the panties of the family and ask for a few tossed salads. Ooh, that's cold. Kendall Tall, how you doing, sir? Good to see you here. C Dog says too long to type. I'll tell you in the yard. Okay, fair enough. Carl Sims says bacon. You always seem to bring up tossed salad, projecting much. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's keep the salad tossing to a talk to a minimum, shall we, please? Don't really need that on here. These streams sometimes they go in very strange directions. Yeah. Anyway, Silent Chaos is here. Good to see you. He says, Celine Driver, I hope you're having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Well, it just started, but I'm doing good so far. Having fun. Doing well being the substitute host for RODGE's happy hour. Going to run from 4 to 6 and then go grab something to eat. Jessie J, or RODGE LITE, if you will. He's on his way somewhere. I think he was going to where Big Lee lives, which I think is in South Georgia. So I said, oh, what the hell? I'll stream for a couple hours on Friday. I've not usually done Friday streams, so what the hell? I got nothing better to do. See what kind of characters I attract, right? Raj, I can't do the hand gesture that he does. What, something like this, or looks like he's having a spasm and he's leaned back like Raj, but I don't know. I can't do that. It doesn't sound right with my accent. It sounds better with his. And he has the beard going, which I can't grow a beard like that. My beard starts to go this way, so I don't think I'd look good with one of those beards anyways. So whatever. Bacon and Jet says I'm projecting it will be a topic on my upcoming morning shoe project. Also, see the juice made famous at Slav Olympics. Okay. Nate the Great says, Amir, is Memorial Day pre-4th of July? Kinda. I don't know. It doesn't feel like 4th of July. It is celebrating something, but 4th of July is a lot different. Lost Aggie says, I taught for 25 years. When I get back down south this August, I will go back to subbing in Tuscaloosa County like I did from 2017 to 2019. He misses it. I understand. I tell you, my daughter, God love her, she is so well. Right now, she is teaching. She's doing her internship, which is part of her master's program at University of Florida. She's actually teaching in this school district here, and she'll apply to jobs here. And because of the Wu flu, she should have graduated. Actually, she should have graduated with her master's degree 2 weeks ago. But because of Wu flu, she couldn't get into classrooms, and University of Florida wouldn't waive the 1 year classroom commitment as an intern requirement from her master's program. So everything got pushed back 6 months. So she'll graduate with a master's degree in December of this year. And then she can start teaching for real, paid, as it were. So she'll probably be doing the substitute teacher thing for a half year, and then hopefully get hired full time starting in 2022. Does that? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when the 2022 school year starts, the new year in August, I guess it starts here in Florida. Hopefully, she will be a full-time teacher at that point, and then she'll get paid. Hopefully. So I'm very proud of my older daughter. I'm proud of the commitment she's made to doing this. And I think it's a job that needs to be paid more and given more respect and honor than it has. I know she's going to do great. I know she's going to be a great teacher, and we'll see where it goes. Maybe one day she'll go back, or she'll do continuing education, and she'll get her doctorate, and she'll be Dr. Bash. Or depending on what her married name might be, if she gets married. Pretty sure she'll get married. You never know. Let's see. Where did we leave off here? Vodka drinker. Did Lou make y'all some bug juice? Because that's what we call the stuff we drank at football practice. I don't know. Don't know what you're talking about. Silent Chaos says, on Memorial Day, you should party just as hard as any holiday to remember the fallen soldiers in the history of our country. Okay. I can agree with that. Nate the Great says, what job is suited for me because I like to hang out with kids? So can anyone give me suggestions for a job? Preschool teacher? I don't know. What are your qualifications? What are you qualified to do? What's your level of education? Did you quit after high school? Are you still going to school now? I mean, that's a hard question to ask, but well, what do you have a passion for? Would be the more proper question. What are you passionate about? What is it that you love to do? Bacon and Jet said she did some substitute teaching but got out of it. Lost Aggie wants to know what level. She's going to teach middle school. She wants to teach somewhere in the 3rd to 5th grade range. So that's what she's training for right now. LW is here. Good to see you, sir. Wu flu. It started in Lou She Shed. Probably. Kendall Tull says, my sister teaches math. My youngest wants to teach as well. Encourage her. Kendall, all I can say is encourage her. And encourage her to be a conservative. But that's up to you guys. But I would, if she wants to teach, definitely encourage her. Bacon and Jet says, I made more per day working customer service over the phone via one of the two largest cell phone companies. Vodka drinker, how's her temper? My daughter has a very good temperament, but she also, like a young 20-something, can get stressed rather easily. So she's going to have to work on that, But she has a fairly even temperament. I think she'll do well. She just needs to work on managing her stress level. Don't we all? Mike Vick says it started in Wuhan. Yeah, we know that. Wu flu. Yeah, exactly. Kendall says I am right about the lack of respect. I don't know that teachers have a lack of respect. I think they deserve more respect than they get. I think they deserve more money than they get. I think they deserve a higher place in the pantheon of employees that work for a company. Jesse is here. How you doing, sir? He says, making me proud, my man. Thanks for filling in for me. We are getting ready to cook out and drink some damn good cold beer. Happy Memorial Day. Yeah, RODGE. Well, I'm glad you made it to where you are safe, Jesse. And I'm trying my best. I'm not you, man. I'm more boring, but I'm glad you're happy with what I'm doing. But I'm not taking your time slot away, sir. I will be here as a guest on Friday happy hours, but the Friday happy hour is all Jesse. Megan is here. Good to see you. Stay safe this weekend, folks. Yep, we're going to try. TikTok Chess Campbell, please do not change your name to that. Leave my family name to my family. Thank you. Let's see. Nate the Great says he loves to draw stadiums. Well, be an artist, sir. He likes to hang out with kids. Well, there are many jobs that you can do that allow you to hang out with kids. You could work at a daycare. You could go to school and earn a early child care degree and qualify to be a preschool teacher. See, I don't know anything really. I mean, how old you are, what your education level is, and that kind of thing. I mean, you could hire yourself out as a. I mean, I know this is mostly something associated with women, but you could hire yourself out as a nanny or a private child care person where you work for a specific family. I mean, if this is something you have a skill for, you should look into these things. Silent Chaos says, when you said Kendall toe, I thought you said camel toes. No, camel toes doesn't know I exist, and I'm very happy about that. I hope he never finds my channel. Ever. Nate the Great said, the meaning of drawing stadiums by creating them from my mind and draw them. Hey, great. Kendall Tulsa has agreed, but lack of respect is part of why they are underpaid and undervalued. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They need to be given more respect. They need to be given more value in our society, and they definitely need to be given more money. Lost Aggie, I couldn't have said it better myself. They deserve more pay than those spoiled pros of the National Felons League. Absolutely. Albert Sancho is here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Yeah, it's still afternoon, technically. Let's see. Nate says he's 18. Okay, good. Okay. Apollo Man is here. Good to see you. Let's see. I guess Lou left. He's probably bored. No, he's still. Well, technically he's still in there. I just tried to add him. He's still in here. I guess he's not commenting much because I'm boring him to death. Oh, you're 19. Okay, Nate is 19, not 18. Well, Lou is still here. Okay. Maybe check into Nate. Let's assume you've graduated high school. There are schools, there are continuing education schools in most major cities, some not so major, where you could learn early child care development. Both my daughters went through early child care development while they were in high school as part of their high school curriculum. And after 2 years in there, they earned certifications to be preschool teachers. Now, it's unusual for a male to do that, but if that's something that you can do, look into that as part of continuing education, and then you would be able to be hired as a preschool teacher or work in a daycare environment, and you could be paid to work with children. Just a thought. Let's see. Lost Aggie has a good idea for you, Nate. Look into local city and county for recreational departments for summer jobs, and that could go from there. Apollo Man is going to ask a geopolitical question. Thoughts on U.S.-Russia relations? Should we be more friendly or hostile? Hostile. Russia is a dictatorship. They are an adversary. They are a competitor, and we should treat them as such. That's the short answer. They're not a friendly country to us. They should be treated as in an adversarial way. Try and work with them when we can. Try and be as friendly as we can. But always remember, the Russian bear is not our friend in the long run. They've never acted as our friend. They're not acting as our friends now. So treat them as an adversary. P. Digits is here with his usual greeting of Finkel as Einhorn, which I don't understand, but all right. Let's see. Bacon Ninja said, I graduated college, no teaching certificate. I'd still only get $58 a day. I could go to Mississippi and get a certificate even though I didn't complete the one class I needed in Alabama to become a certified teacher. Yeah, different states have different requirements. Vodka drinkers saying, like Bill Murray and Meatballs is talking about summer camps. Man, but vodka drinker, there are probably very few people in here that will understand that reference, but I'm one of them. I definitely understand the Meatball reference. That was kind of a funny movie in a goofy sort of way, but very strange movie. Let's see, I got 24 people in here, but I only got 13 thumbs ups. We need more thumbs ups. No thumbs downs. I don't know where the trolls are. The trolls must not have gotten the memo that I'm online right now or something. I don't know. Also, a quick reminder, the super chat function is available, and there is the PayPal link. I am still in Facebook jail. I do still need some, if you want to spare some change for the Facebook jail commissary, that's always welcome. But I am still in Facebook jail for 14 more days. So 2 weeks from today, which I'm guessing is June 11th. June 11th, I should be back on Facebook. Yay. Unless Mother Zuckerberg, the Mother Zucker, kicks me off permanently between now and then, which he always could do. I'll just make a fake. I'll just make another account, I guess. But let's see, Mike Vick hitting us with great knowledge. A serpent may shed its skin, but it's still a serpent. Absolutely. Albert Sanchez said, bacon in jet looks like that isn't enough, but lucky you live in a dirt cheap city state. Kevin, I know that Finkel is Einhorn is from Ace Ventura. I saw the movie. I know Finkel is. I know what it means. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn became a woman. Still with a penis though. A tranny. Well, halfway, but I don't know what the reference is that as P Digits is using it. I don't know why it keeps saying that all the time. I don't get it. Let's see. Traveling Fools is here. Good to see you. Let's see. Vodka Drinker asks, ever seen Sleepaway Camp, one of the best endings ever for a horror movie? No, I didn't see that one, so I don't know what happened. Apollo Man says, what we know about Facebook is false. It was developed by DARPA to keep tabs on the population. That's a little too conspiratorial for me, but I get what you're saying, but hey, Facebook, whether it was developed by DARPA or not, or whether it was developed by Mark Zuckerberg, it is a great way to keep tabs on the population. Hey, we all carry around these tracking devices in our pockets. So DARPA didn't have to do much to track the world population or the U.S. population. I mean, we carry the damn things around for them voluntarily. Let's see. Yes, Mike, I knew you were referring to Russia. Uncle Lou says, no, Einhorn is Finkel. Well, yeah, I know. And I know, Mike Vick, I know that it's reference to transgender. I'm just wondering why P Digits keeps saying it. I don't know why. I don't get it, but maybe I'm slow. Let's see. Silent Chaos says Luanon should do a segment about who built the pyramids. Well, talk to Mike Vick. I mean, who built the pyramids? Of course, we all know aliens built the pyramids, right? Let's see. Mike Vick says Demi Lovato is non-binary. I don't care. Demi Lovato is a talentless hack. So, barely know who she is. I know she's a she, and she's allegedly a singer. I mean, for all I know, she's a porn star. Let's see. Carl Simp says, Vic, if you want to blow up Lou's channel, do a segment on number of genders. That's not a bad idea, Carl. For the record, there are two. That's it. Two. Any more is a made up construct of a warped mind. Let's see. Winding Crowd says Mark Z built the pyramids. I assume that's Zuckerberg. But all right. Apollo Man wants to know what non-binary means. Well, I'll let Mike Vick explain that. I know what it means, but I don't want to steal Mike Vick's thunder. Mercy. Well, let's see. I've been going for an hour now, so that is usually the time that I open up the yard to my friends. There's the StreamYard link. Let's keep it civil in here, and no idiocy on camera. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Mike Vick, I'm going to disagree with you. There are two genders, male, female. You have either XX or XY. That's it. Let's see. Megan says, what about this year's Vandy kicker? Non-binary? Okay. Well, Mike Vick, I mean, non-binary means you don't identify as either gender. I mean, that's fine if you want to identify whatever the fuck that means, but biologically, I go with the science. I go with the biology part. Okay, so I don't want to talk about identify as a signpost. I identify as a rabid chihuahua with 3 legs. That's bullshit. XX, XY. Pick one. Oh, you can't pick one. Biology picked it for you at conception. So, whatever. Let's see. Nate the Great is in the background. Let's bring him in. How you doing, Nate?
Not much, man.
So evidently, we're going to have a gender civil war in the chat room. God, that's terrible. just what I need on one of my streams is we have an argument over how many genders there are. Christ. Anyway.
Yeah, congrats on the Bruins, actually.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think Boston was going to do very much this year. I mean, the team is getting the team's getting kind of old. They have a shitty goaltender, and I just didn't think they would. I didn't think they'd make the playoffs. First of all, I really didn't think they'd make the playoffs, and they made it in as the third seed. And I said, well, the Capitals will take them out, and then they beat the Capitals 3-1. It's like I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, Bruins are actually showing signs of life.
Yeah. What happened to Tuukka Rask?
I'm sorry, what? Just speak up a little.
What happened to Tuukka Rask?
I don't think Tuukka Rask is a particularly good goaltender. I think he's soft. I think he lets in soft goals way too often. I don't think he has a lot of desire to improve himself. The only reason he has a Stanley Cup ring is because he was the backup goaltender to Ted Thomas back in 2011. Tim Thomas, sorry. Tim, not Ted.
Yeah.
In 2013, he was the starting goaltender when they went to the Cup and lost to Chicago. And they lost to Chicago because he was soft and he let in too many soft goals. I don't think he's a particularly good goaltender. And I think Bruins have a better goaltender in their backup. what's his name, Stokes or something like that. His name escapes me right now, but
Right.
so the fact that they're in the second round of the playoffs and they're going to be playing the Islanders shocks the hell out of me.
Yeah. Usually, the Islanders are pretty good in the playoffs in these years.
Yeah,
But
well, yeah, you're right, LW. We're talking about gender and hockey. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Different subjects there. That's for damn sure. But hey,
that's kind of gross too.
we talk about whatever.
But
Um, Mike Vick really wants to. Mike Vick really wants to talk about gender right here. He's stuck on it. Oh, J Dub is in the house. No, Mr. Webster, the Stanley Cup Final Game 6 was not brilliant. Well, it wasn't brilliant if you're a Bruins fan. If you're a Chicago Blackhawk fan, are they still called the Blackhawks? Is that still allowed?
I think all the
I mean,
Hawks, I think. But
are they still called the Blackhawks?
yeah, traditionally yes, but for short it's Hawks.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, their symbol is their mascot is an Indian. So I thought that was illegal in pro sports now.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I did a series of videos about a year or so ago. I did rant videos
Right.
Of all the sports league. I did the No Fun League, the Major League Bitches. Let's see, National Bitches Association, and even hockey. I did all those, and I went through all the team names and all the, and I said, well, whether they had to change them or not. And those were funny videos, so you should go see those. Let's see. Silent Chaos is asking a really silly question. Well, what do you think you are, Silent Chaos? If you have one of these, what are you? Well, I know what you're supposed to be, but I don't know. What do you think you are? And J Dub is trying to piss me off here. So, oh well, J Dub, is Chicago in the playoffs this year?
No.
I actually don't know if Chicago made the playoffs this year.
They came short, Celine.
Oh, they did? So
Yeah.
Bruins are in the playoffs, but the Blackhawks are on the golf course.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I despise the Blackhawks.
Oh, you're a Blackhawks fan? Wait a minute. You're in Michigan. You should be a Detroit Red Wings fan.
Yep.
Are they in the playoffs? No, they missed two.
No.
Wait a minute. So lately, the Detroit and Chicago have not been good teams. What's going on there? Did they get old or something?
No. I mean, the Red Wings have like a lot of young talent right now. So, Blackhawks on the other side has kind of more talent of the Red Wings, but they still can't go in the playoffs for some reason.
Bruins are getting old, though. I mean, let's see. I remember. Okay, I remember in 2011 when they won the cup. Yep. Brad Marchand was a rookie, and we're in 2021 now, and Marchand is a 10-year veteran. That means guys like Krejci and Bergeron and Rask and a whole bunch of their core players are all what 12, 13, 14-year veterans. I mean, that's an old team by any standard. They got some young guys on there. I mean, their defense is fairly young. That's probably why they're playing fairly well, is because their defense can actually take a hit and give hits out.
Yeah.
But damn, if that I mean, the Bruins have got to shore up their forwards with some young talent.
Right. I actually missed the Big Bad Bruins physical team.
Oh well, the Big Bad Bruins were the 70s. That was when I was I mean, I was very young in the 70s. I was only with Big Bad Bruins era. I was like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. I mean, but I remember watching hockey with my father when he was home. I mean, he was in the hospital a lot, doctor.
Oh.
But I remember watching hockey in those days. I grew up on guys like Orr and Esposito and Cheever and all those guys. So, and I miss that era of hockey, because back then you could actually hit a guy, and they wouldn't curl up into a ball on the ice and cry about it. You'd hit them, you'd knock them down or knock them into the boards, and they just get up and start skating again. Now you hit somebody in the shoulder, and they just lie on the ice with their face down with it like this, and bitching and crying, and it's like, this isn't hockey. This is fucking ice capades now.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because they kind of changed the rules, like NHL wise. They changed the rules. Now you can open ice hit. I mean, I like it, but like say for example, Tom Wilson, the dirtiest player on the Capitals. I hate him though. Let's say he what would I say? He lays a opens on Marchand, and boom, Marchand's hurt.
What's up there, J-Dub?
Celine, what you and I need to do is meet on opposite sides of center ice and walk towards each other with a can of red spray paint and put the fucking red line back on the ice. Let's go back to playing hockey instead of this European sprint skate league that they've turned it into.
Yeah, I mean, I was sort of back and forth on the red line thing, because one of the things I don't like is the new icing, where they just blow the whistle if once the puck crosses the blue line, and it's like, it's obvious that nobody's going to get to the damn thing for 10 seconds. They just throw the hand up and blow the whistle. It's like that I don't like. But what I'd like to do, is I would like to get rid of, especially the goaltenders. If you ever watch some old video on YouTube, and I encourage guys who like hockey but only grew up on the modern stuff, go back and look at the hockey that they played in the 70s and the 80s, and look at the goaltenders and look at their pads and all that, and compare them to today. I mean, the current goaltenders are armored up like fucking tanks. And back in the day, the goalies were a little more mobile, and they had smaller pads, and they played a different style, obviously. But nowadays, and the pads and the helmets are on the players themselves. Everyone's armored up like they're going in a battle. And it's like if you took some of these padding, you took the padding off of these players, and they probably would hit each other a lot less. And they look more like hockey players and less like gladiators or something. Oh, and get rid of the fucking instigator rule. The instigator rule killed the sport. How you doing, Mike? And the instigator, I don't know if J-Double will agree with me, but instigator rule killed the sport. Because now you took away protecting all the skill players by eliminating by making an instigator an automatic extra penalty and too costly to do. And now you got guys headhunting out there. And the injury rate went up. Bring back the instigator.
You had your goon, you had your third line defenseman, and he kind of patrolled the area. And if you came after my one or my two, I was going to come get you with my goon. And you knew that, And so maybe you might take a 5-minute major, but, that was just the game policed itself,
Right.
And now, because you don't have that guy in the background who's going to do it for you, now you're taking headshots at center ice and you're hurting people and you're knocking stars out of the game because you don't have that self-policing anymore.
Like a perfect example, and I bring this, obviously I bring it up because I'm a Bruin fan for life, but what happened to Savard back a few years ago when that guy Cook just laid him out for no good reason and ended his career. And that was a kid with great promise. And I guarantee you, if they had built a line around Savard, I bet you Chara would have hosted up a couple more cups than he did, for example. But because they had the instigator rule and you couldn't protect guys like Savard, guys like, and I hate his guts, but the guys like Crybaby, Crosby, and guys like Gretzky would have had a few more years left in him if they had some guy protecting him. Because if you laid out Gretzky, you killed off that team, a good chunk of that team's scoring that he was playing for.
Yeah, but then you had to answer to Yari Curry. Somebody was going to come and get, or Tikkanen, somebody was going to come and get your ass if you put a hit on Gretzky.
Yeah, Yari Curry he lived to hunt.
Yeah,
and you hit Gretzky the wrong way, and Curry was going to knock you into the backside of tomorrow.
See, when I was in high school, the back to back champions were the Islanders.
Right.
Which I didn't like, but that team couldn't play today.
No, none of them could play today. Big Bad Bruins, none of those guys could play
the late 70s Boston and Philadelphia teams could not play today.
No. Broad Street Bullies, Big Bad Bruins, the Lunch Pail Gang, the Islanders that won 4 cups in a row. They'd all be suspended out of the game nowadays.
Yeah, even those great Edmonton teams would struggle today.
Yeah. Or how about that one team, probably one of the more physical teams that there ever was that I think it was at 89 that Calgary finally broke through and won the cup. That team was a murderer's row of hitters. And all of them would have been suspended for months. 2 of them would have been kicked out of the game permanently.
Oh, there's Vodka Drinker bringing up my man. One of maybe my favorite player of all time. The best American-born defenseman ever, Mr. Chris Chelios.
Oh, yeah. You love to hate that guy, but Jesus, he was a good player.
I'll tell you that.
I would have hated that guy even if he had a Bruins jersey on, but I love to watch him play.
Do you remember the 30 seconds spot that he did for ESPN when they used to do those little the little This Is Sports Center things,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's on the ice and the reporter's on the ice with him, and they say, "Hey Chris, we want to talk to you about this weekend's game." He says, hey, are you free? Are you free? Are you free? I want to talk to you about tonight's or this weekend's games." Chelios skates over to the penalty box, sits down, and says, "All right, I got 2 minutes."
Yep, that was right.
And then there's the other famous one is where he and Sergei Fedorov are sitting in their uniforms at center ice at a card table, and there's a chess board out in front of them, and the Russian playing chess or whatever, and Fedorov makes a move and says, "Check," and all of a sudden from off screen somebody comes flying in and blows him out of his chair, and the hockey pieces go, or the chess pieces go flying all over the place, and Chelios just sits there and smiles at him. He says, "Check."
Yep. K-Dog asked a good question. Favorite or best hockey movie? My favorite hockey movie of all time is always going to be Slapshot.
Oh, yeah, Slapshot, yep.
But the best hockey movie of all time was Miracle.
Well, Slapshot was just the Hanson brothers. That was just fun, and that was just crazy. But I don't know how you beat Miracle. They did such an excellent job with Miracle too, getting everything right. I mean, they really nailed it.
Yep, they did. Just everything about Miracle was just absolute perfection. How you doing, Mr. Tinder?
Miracle was an excellent film, sir, and I am doing great. Now, what happened to Morningwood? Did Mike Vick just sneeze, or did I hear a cat or something?
I don't know. I don't know what's, I've been off of a lot of streams lately, Ballard. So people are talking about you have a Tinder account now. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what happened to Morningwood other than it I thought it died. And then somebody was talking earlier about something happened at the end of the morning show on Lou's channel that I didn't, somebody asked me, did you see it? And I said, no. So I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. And as far as hockey being a stream killer, well, it's my stream.
Yeah.
I mean, I am the thing as far I am RODGE substitute for today, but it's still my channel.
Yeah. As far as the Tinder thing goes, I mean, this morning was really just it was Mr. Bad Dog coming on and I guess giving advice or whatever on how to treat women.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah. I know how to treat women. I just prefer to be. I prefer. Okay, right now my life is very simple. I answer to two people in my life right now: myself and God.
Jesus.
So I don't answer to Jesus.
Not Jesus. We do
one day,
but Celine doesn't. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
y'all Goyim can answer to Jesus. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But I don't answer to Jesus. I answer to God.
I got you. I understand, sir.
The Father.
Mm-hmm.
Jehovah.
Yes.
That
Adonai.
Yes.
Now, Celine, I got to say about hockey.
Yes, because I don't want to start a religious war here.
I didn't play basketball through school because I played what in most cities you would call park and rec or the city rec league. I played in a rec league of hockey during the winter months.
So did I.
And I was a middle linebacker in football and earned 3 varsity letters. I earned 3 varsity letters as the catcher on our baseball team. And I'm going to tell you unequivocally that even though it was not an organized high school sport, it was just a rec league sport, that I was more sore and more tired and more beat up after a good, rigorous hockey match than I ever was from a football game or even catching a doubleheader.
Awesome.
Hockey,
No, I don't doubt it.
it exhausts you, but it was by far, and it wasn't the best sport that I was good at. It was not my best sport that I played, but it was by far the most fun. I had more fun playing hockey than I did anything else.
Oh, really? I played I grew up. I played 3 sports. I played baseball. Well, hell, I played baseball once. T-ball doesn't count as baseball to me. That's batting. That's called batting practice. When you're like 6 years old and you put it on that little stand just to see if you can hit the ball.
I did T-ball. Yeah.
I played soccer. That was the first sport I ever did was soccer, and I sucked at it. Basketball I wasn't good at, but I played with my brother on the same baseball team and like little league years back, and I was pretty good.
I don't think the younger guys in here will remember this, but Celine, do you remember the old Miller, not Miller Lite, the old Miller beer commercial? They had a series of them. There was about 10 of them where it was the guy that had a real deep voice, the narrator, and he says it's the Miller Man.
It's
like
Miller.
the Miller Man, he shows a guy with, greasy hands, and he just grabs his sandwich without wiping his hands off. He says that just creates an extra coating for the Miller Man. There's one where
I remember the Miller Man. Yeah,
I love the one where the Miller Man is he's in his garage, and he's got one of those windows that's got the window is made up of 4 square shaped panes, and one of the panes has been knocked out by a baseball. You can tell by the size of the hole.
Yeah.
And he's going to replace the pane of glass. And the narrator says, the Miller Man's never happy to have property damage, but if the neighborhood kids knock a window out with a baseball every now and then, well, he can live with that. But let a soccer ball break his glass, and well, you'll have words with the Miller Man. I loved that commercial. Yeah, he didn't mind if a baseball broke his window out, but by God, if a soccer ball.
No, I don't remember that one, unfortunately, but I do remember the Miller Man series. I do.
I mean, I just love the the intimation there that kids want to play baseball. That's great. They're going to play soccer. You don't have my approval.
Yes,
Vodka
Kevin,
Drinker says pickled. Vodka Drinker says pickled eggs and Miller High Life. Now, the Miller High Life, I remember before I had to stop drinking. Miller High Life was a pretty damn good beer. I gotta admit, but
never had it.
Pickled eggs.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Miller High Life kind of reminds me of Pabst Blue Ribbon and Schlitz and Falstaff and Old Style and all that other crappy beer they brew in Milwaukee. It's all shit.
Wow.
I mean, I'm Chicago everything, but give me St. Louis beer. I'll take a regular Bud or a regular Busch over anything.
It must be something to do with the water in Milwaukee. But Miller High Life wasn't that bad. I mean, it was better than the other stuff you named off.
And I have to say, just as an aside, when Miller Lite, LITE, when Miller Lite came out, it was introduced in 1973, and the reason why I know that is a bar that a lot of the guys my age and that I ran around with hang out in Springfield, Illinois, my hometown. The name of the bar is called Crickets. And Crickets just happened to be, I don't know how it got to be. I don't know how. I don't know the history. One of the, when a brewery comes out with a new product, they test market it. They send it to different areas of the country to see how it's going to sell and how it's received.
Right.
And they had a very large, like maybe the size of a road sign you'd see on an interstate, it's like 5 foot by 3 foot, this great big fucking thing behind the bar, saying that Crickets was one of the first 10 bars in the United States to serve Miller Lite when Miller Brewing did their test marketing or whatever, blah 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 blah. So we used to give the guy shit and say, "You bastards are the ones that are responsible," because if there wasn't anybody in here, if everybody would have hated it, we wouldn't have had to put up with it.
Vodka drinker evidently has some happy thoughts about Lowenbrow, which wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad beer.
Oh, you like him, didn't you? Didn't you like him? Celine, wasn't he your favorite left fielder? John tonight, let it be Lowenstein. I mean Lowenbrow.
No.
It was the guy. It was one of the earliest Chris Berman nicknames. The guy. It was a left fielder for the Orioles, John Lowenstein, and his nickname was John tonight. Let it be Lowenstein.
Oh. Uncle Lou wants
one of the original. It was one of the original Berman nicknames.
Chris Berman is one of a kind. That's right. Uncle Lou wants to ask the panel a question.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Lou.
Yeah.
Fire your interrogator.
Fire. Shoot your best shot, sir. Now, while I'm waiting for that, Carl Simp says horse piss. I guess he's talking about Miller High Life.
No, he's talking about Budweiser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou asks, what happened to Nightcap?
Nightcap is now Morningwood at night.
I'm glad somebody knows what he's talking about because I sure as hell don't.
I don't know why they didn't just call it Nightwood.
Because Nightwood isn't a thing.
They need to just call it Nightwood, not Morningwood at night. It's not in the morning.
I'm just gonna be real.
So it's
I'll just be real with you guys. Sorry to interrupt, Rick.
Ballard, your microphone sounds like shit.
Yeah, you can have wood at any time of day.
X.
Ballard, you got to do something about that microphone because it sounds like you're squeezing something and then you have feedback. So fix that shit.
Yeah, so was that the first time someone ever sneezed on your stream?
Who?
Yeah,
Me?
I remember when I sneezed earlier, and then Ballard asked me.
Sneezing is okay, Mike. It's shitting that's the problem.
Okay.
Uncle Lou asks, so Nightcap doesn't exist anymore? I didn't even know it existed in the first place. Uncle Lou says Ballard is the worst on-air guest in the entire community.
You do.
I don't know if he's the worst one, but he's definitely in the bottom three. Ballard, if you don't stop making this squeezing, rubbing sound through your microphone, I'm kicking you out.
I think it's coming from Vic.
No, it's not me.
It's you.
It might be coming from Nate. Nate has audio issues
not me.
fairly regularly.
Yeah, then
okay. Well, who's ever making the scrunching, creaking noise in their microphones got to stop it.
You heard it right there. I was muted.
All right. Well, then I apologize. Nate, fix your microphone or I'm going to mute you.
I'll just leave.
Anyway, stinger create. Okay, so Uncle Lou's got a stinger of some kind created. God help us all.
All I know about Morningwood and Nightcap is that it's more or less the same guys, and who knows when it's going to be on or who knows what it's going to be called. But I'm not a super duper fan, so I'm only occasionally in there, and if I am watching, it's only for just a few minutes at a time. It's about all I can do.
I haven't seen an episode.
It's not appointment viewing for me.
The only thing I knew about Morningwood was it was in the morning. It was pre-recorded, so you couldn't respond to it or anything.
Right.
And it was run by Ballard and
Hold Hold on. It
No,
wasn't
not Ballard. No,
Ballard wasn't in there. It was Carter.
God, I'm having the BVD's guy, Carter.
Carter. Yeah, it was Carter. That's right.
How could I forget Carter? I'm having
Carter show.
I'm having a senior moment is what I'm having here.
Yeah, it's Carter show. Yeah, it's on his channel. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm
It's
still
Ballard.
hearing squeaking.
It's Ballard.
Okay, okay. Do you mean
Oh, maybe it's Vic.
Oh, that's Vic.
yeah, do you
I'm
mean
literally just
Now-
laying here, man.
Okay, Vic, whatever you're doing, you're squeaking.
Yes, Peg and Megan, I have a vlog.
All right, so Carl Sim thinks this is Stinger heaven, but all right.
Uncle Lou says anytime you hear a noise, it's Ballard. No, Ballard's the one that says, listen.
Listen, I don't say that, okay?
Yeah,
You do. You say it all the time. You say, look, listen.
Jeff, listen.
you just did it again.
Oh, Jordan Baldwin's here. Good to see you.
Look here, look, listen.
Get a great variety of people here today. Jeez. We're talking hockey. We're talking gender relations. We're talking what else were we talking about? Morningwood, the show that evidently doesn't exist anymore, was called Nightcap, and now it's Morningwood Nightcap or Morningwood at Night or something.
Or Nightwood.
Nightwood.
Oh, now we're getting the crowd. Huffer Billy's here. Tater, Lou, Carl Simp, Casey, Began Megan, P Dub's here.
Oh, we got some. We had a good crowd all along here.
Yeah.
I just got an alert that my package finally showed up. I've been waiting for all day. Stop that.
Stop what?
That wasn't me. What you mean? You mean that buzzing sound?
No, that was Ballard because when that sound came up, Ballard's icon went,
I was putting my phone on vibrate because of the notification sounds going off. I apologize.
Big Vol dishwasher is here. I make poor decisions. Well, if you're a Tennessee fan, I would say yes, that's a poor decision. But that's okay. I would say being a Georgia fan or an Alabama fan is a poor decision too. But what do I know?
No. You are literally talking to two dumps and a dog.
Being a Florida fan is a bad decision.
Oh, Ms. Cook is here. Wait a minute. I got to do this real quick. First of all, Ms. Cook, don't move, you little. There you go. Okay. First of all, Ms. Cook is now a mod to go with her husband. And Ms. Cook, I apologized the other day for accidentally timing you out. I was trying to make you a moderator, and the screen moved, and I accidentally clicked on timeout instead of moderator, which are close together to each other on the little menu. So I publicly, formally, and humbly apologize for making you mad and timing you out. I hope you will accept my apology and not beat me up because I am an old man and you are a young woman and you can beat me up. P Digits, thank you for the super chat, my friend. He said, thanks for the stream, the fill-in stream today, Celine. Hey, I'm happy to do it. And actually, Jessie was in here earlier thanking me for the substitute. As poor as I am a substitute for RODGE LITE, because I don't know how to do the hand thing. And I don't have that epic beard that he has, and I'm not a crazy Southern boy who goes, RODGE! I can't do that like he can.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
doing the best I can.
yeah, I think you've got more people in here than RODGE gets. So
Well, my channel is bigger than his, so I that sort of figures, but I'm not him, so I'm not going to try to be him. And let's see. Wait a minute. I saw somebody. How you like is in here. He says, "Good evening." And I said, I haven't seen How You Like in forever. Let's see. Vodka drinker is thanking Miss Cook for a liver and gizzard recipe.
Gross.
Ew.
lizard, liver and gizzard.
Liver and gizzards. No thanks. Up north, we throw that shit out. And Miss Cook is happy for being a mod. So just remember, all my mods, remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Who's going to be Florida's defensive coordinator next year for Celine?
I hope somebody. Let's see. Wait, Traveling Fool says that traffic heading north out of Atlanta is insane. Yeah, I would suspect it would be. Well, it's the start of the summer driving season, so I would suspect the traffic around Atlanta. I know for a fact that my ex-wife and my two daughters are heading to that area right now, I think right now, because they have a family reunion every year in Fort Payne, Alabama. And they have to go through Atlanta to get there and pick up my ex-mother-in-law. So they're probably in that traffic right now, and hopefully my ex-wife doesn't have an accident and kill my daughters. So hope they have a nice, easy trip up there. Huffer Billy Paw says liver and gizzards are great. I disagree.
Fort Payne,
you
Alabama.
like those? Huh?
So Fort Payne, that's the hometown of
our kicker.
Two or three of the members of the country music band Alabama.
Yes, the Fort Payne, Alabama does have a Alabama the singing group museum of some sort there. I've seen it. I haven't been there, but I've driven past it. How You Like does remind me that he did see me a couple of months ago at the Slob Olympics. I do remember that, sir. I was talking about in here. But I was good to see you at the Slob Olympics. It was good to see a lot of you at the Slob Olympics.
Sorry.
Big Vol Dishwasher says, Celine, have you washed that mug that Lou gave you? You should probably hand wash it so the writing doesn't fade. Trust me, I'm an expert. I haven't washed it yet. It's actually in the dishwasher. So I will take it out of the dishwasher. I haven't run it yet. But I did like that mug. That was funny. Uncle Lou is laughing at something. I'm not sure what. Let's see. How You Like says it was very awkward for me to come down there. I'm not as active as all the people who were down there. Didn't really know what to say, but I don't regret it. It was super cool to meet you all. It was good to meet everybody. I'm not the most athletic person in the world, and I'm not Mr. Personality like some of the people that were there, but I had one of the best weekends I ever had going to the Slob Olympics. I got to meet a fuck ton of great guys. I got to meet Mr. Vic. I got to meet, I had already met Lou before, but I got to see Lou again. I got to finally meet Carter and BVD and Big Dog Brett and D4 and Jessie and Chess and who else? Pigskin Pete and Slim Shady Kane was there, and Golden Blue Dude was there, and Lizard Circus. Lizard Circus?
Yep. Neo.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and Neo. Yep. Neo was the Iron Man of the damn thing. He actually was supposed to fly in. His flight got canceled. He turned around and drove from Texas to Atlanta and showed up there just on the morning of. I mean, no sleep, no rest, nothing, and competed and did well. Caleb was there. Great guys. Great guy. Then some of the ladies showed up. They were Sea Dog was there with his wife. Slim Shady was there with his wife. Pigskin Pete brought his wife. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I can't wait to do it again next year, assuming I can, reserve a room at a decent rate.
And
let's see. Pizza Woman says, unrelated topic, but Peloton commercials are annoying. Yep. Absolutely. Let's see.
I go along with that. I don't like the Peloton commercials. The commercials I can't stand are Progressive Insurance.
No, if I were a holder of a Progressive policy, I would have canceled by now because nothing annoys me more than Flo.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
And then that, what's his name guy? He's the worst. This spiked hair. Yeah.
What?
And the Progressive commercials, that one guy they're always showing out instead of Flo.
Oh, well, the other one that really irritates, is really stupid is instead of the half man, half bike thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Who comes up with this shit? I mean, they make the talking lizard look good. I mean, it's stupid shit. But I've been with Allstate since the 80s anyway, so whatever. But yeah, the Flo commercials are just dumb. They're just dumb. Oh, of course, Lou loves the Motar commercials. Of course.
What's Motar?
That like Centaur, half man, half beast.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy is half man, half motorcycle, so it's a Motar.
Oh, I got you. I've seen that one. I didn't realize what that was though. Who the hell's printing something?
Pizza Woman speaks the greatest truth of our age. Bottom line, all commercials suck.
Yeah.
Well, there have been a few commercials here and there that were somewhat entertaining.
Don't they have that one soccer chick in like a commercial or something?
The purple-haired soccer chick for his commercial for Subway.
Oh, Subway, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not. I rarely eat at Subway anyway because the food, frankly, is horrible. And if I want a sub, I'll go to Publix and get a properly made sub. But now that she's doing that commercial, I'm never buying a Subway again. In fact, I think I remember posting up on Facebook before I went into jail that if it was a choice for me, if I was really, really hungry and I was on the road and the next exit, the only restaurant was a Subway, and I had to drive 20 miles down the interstate to get to the next exit for the restaurants, I'm driving the 20 miles.
Yeah. I prefer Publix chicken tender wrap anyway, you know what I mean? Publix has better subs, period.
Yeah, in fact, I had a Publix sub for dinner last night. It was delicious. No, yeah, dinner. Yeah, it was delicious. I got the ultimate, boar's head extra cheese on the Italian roll with spicy mustard, salt, pepper, lettuce. Delicious. Delicious.
Awesome.
Sometimes I get the sub sauce, but not. I didn't feel like it last night. But anyway, speaking of that, it is time for me to wrap up because I think somebody starts their stream at 6 on Fridays anyway. And besides that, I'm hungry and I am.
Yep.
It's time for me to eat. And being a diabetic, if I don't eat regularly, I fall asleep.
All right, thanks for having me in, Celine. Everybody stay safe.
All right, have a good one.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and shut down off the stream, and then I'll wrap it up. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. Mike. Oh well, never mind. There you go. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap the stream up. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate Jesse letting me do that. I don't know if he let me do this, but I said I was gonna and he didn't object, so I figured that's sort of letting me do it. But I had a lot of fun doing this. Remember, thanks for stopping by, Bella. Remember, this is a holiday weekend, so everyone there's a lot of traveling going on. So I hope everyone stays safe and stays healthy and drives carefully. But remember what this holiday is about, my friends. This is not a holiday about barbecuing and laying out at the beach or by the pool. This is a holiday about family, of course, but this is a holiday about giving thanks and giving recognition to the men and women of our armed forces that made the ultimate sacrifice. Remember what I said earlier in the stream. There are 3 holidays for our armed forces in this country. There's Armed Forces Day for the folks who are serving. Veterans Day is for those who have served and are still with us. But Memorial Day is for those who served and are no longer with us, who made the ultimate sacrifice so that you and I could do this. We could have the freedoms that we have and have the country that we have. And this holiday is to give thanks to those who did not get to come home and are not able to take advantage of the freedoms that were afforded to us through their sacrifice. So try and remember that as you go through this weekend, as you watch sports, as you gather with friends and family, and as you do the things that you do. Don't forget to keep them in your hearts and in your prayers. Because they did sacrifice all that we might have what we have. And with that, I'm going to say, have a good holiday weekend, my friends. Be well.